Next are the available review papers I found regarding the possible cancer-preventing or treatment-related properties of melatonin. Could it be helpful in treating certain types of cancers? Before we begin this section, it is very important to note that if you do have cancer, you should discuss what I am reviewing in this video with your doctor before making any changes whatsoever to your medication and supplement regimen. That is very important. First, a review entitled Anti-Warburg Effect of Melatonin. Quote, altered mitochondrial metabolism is referred to as aerobic glycolysis, or the Warburg Effect, and is common in solid tumors and in other pathological cells. Switching from mitochondrial oxidative phosphorylation to aerobic glycolysis, molecules called glycolytics inhibit aerobic glycolysis and convert cells to a healthier phenotype. Melatonin is a glycolytic into that healthier phenotype. From a 2022 review elaborating on this, entitled Melatonin Inhibits Warburg-Dependent Cancer, quote, melatonin has the ability to intervene in the initiation, progression, and metastasis of some experimental cancers. Melatonin halts the proliferative activity of cancer cells, reducing their metastatic potential and causing them to more readily undergo apoptosis. Whereas melatonin is synthesized in the mitochondria of normal cells, we hypothesize this synthetic capability is not present in cancer cell mitochondria because of the depressed acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA is necessary for the rate-limiting enzyme in melatonin synthesis. Finally, the ability of melatonin to switch glucose oxidation from the cytosol to mitochondria also explains how tumors that become resistant to conventional chemotherapies are resensitized to the same treatment when melatonin is applied. Unquote. Next, a look in on the effects of melatonin on the immune system entitled Boosting Immune System Against Cancer by Melatonin, a Mechanistic Viewpoint. Quote, cancer is a disease of high complexity. Resistance to therapies is a major challenge in cancer-targeted therapies. Natural killer cells and cytotoxic T lymphocytes are the main anti-cancer immune cells, while T regulatory cells, or Tregs, and cancer-associated fibroblasts, or CAFs, facilitate immune escape of cancer cells. Immune escape is when the host's immune system is no longer able to recognize a pathogen and eliminate it. Melatonin is a natural agent with anti-cancer functions that has also been suggested in combination with cancer therapy modalities such as chemotherapy, radiotherapy, immunotherapy, and tumor vaccination. One of the main effects of melatonin is the regulation of immune responses against cancer cells. Melatonin has been shown to potentiate the activities of anti-cancer immune cells, as well as attenuating the activities of Tregs and CAFs. It also has a potent effect on the mitochondria, which may change immune responses against cancer. And finally, one more review of the effects of melatonin on human tropoblasts, a pseudo-tumor promoting cell type. In a 2012 review, Melatonin, the Smart Killer. Quote, melatonin has the ability to induce intrinsic apoptosis in tumor cells while it inhibits it in non-tumor cells. Melatonin kills tumor cells through the induction of reactive oxygen species generation and activation of pro-apoptotic pathways. In contrast, melatonin promotes the survival of non-tumor cells due to its antioxidant properties and the inhibition of pro-apoptotic pathways. These findings suggest that the tropoblast is a good model to study the different effects of melatonin on the intrinsic apoptosis pathway. So there is good promise here for melatonin as an add-on for regulation of both healthy and cancerous cells, as it plays a very important role in regulating cellular metabolism, both normal and abnormal. And in the case of cancer cells, it appears to, in the studies that have been done, trend cells away from aerobic glycolysis to a more anaerobic activity.